Hey everybody, welcome back to Big Ambitions. Today we are going to finally create the two remaining office jobs that we have not done yet. So we're going to do the graphic designer and we are going to do the web designer. Now I've already looked at two locations here in Midtown, both 660 square meters of space. We are definitely going to snag these buildings up right now. And I'm thinking, since we're already well versed in blueprints, that we should continue our use of blueprints and head on over to King Office or Kingdom Office, which we'll have to wait a couple days unfortunately for, but we can head on over there and finally get some office blueprints going here aside from, you know, the headquarters. Be interesting to see what they look like. I am pretty excited about that. Now, granted, I do need to pay taxes here in 9 days, so we're gonna have to worry about that at the moment first before we really start doing that. But another thing that I wanted to do is there's a few locations here, and I gotta, you know, look around here to find out which ones are which here. But there are a few locations still of 1,000 square meter retail spaces, and I want to try to snag up at least the cheapest one we could find in terms of a buyout, and then obviously, you know, eliminate the business itself and do our own thing. Of course. You know, we gotta do that, but oh, I didn't know there's another hairdresser here finally. But yeah, I think that's a good direction that we can go today. And I might actually also explore the idea of sprucing up our logistics headquarters as well, or potentially getting another one. And, you know, moving on from this one here, although the size is actually quite good, so I might not, to be honest. And I know I mentioned in the past I want to keep them near, relatively speaking, to the warehouses, but I could, you know, move them into Murray Hill. There's really not any good spots overall. Well, I guess there is one here, but it's not a big deal at the moment. We won't worry about that just yet. The HQ for logistics is just fine at the moment. But yeah, let's move the day forward so that we can ignore Uncle Fred here. Anyway, let's move the day forward so we can get to King Office on Monday. So I will see you guys here at that point. Okay, it is now Monday. We are actually at the IRS. I figured I might as well pay it now. We could still go to Kingdom Office and, you know, take a look and see what they got to offer. Oof, this is gonna suck. Oh man, 9.9 million down the drain to the IRS. Anyway, let's take a visit to Kingdom Office. Let's see what options they have available for us, and I guess decide from there and see if we can afford to actually do it before the day's over. Maybe not, I don't know, we'll see. All right, we have arrived at Kingdom Office. Let's take a look at the options available to us for the graphic designer first. And we'll do, let's look at rustic first. Not too bad. Graphics tablets, mouse pads. Not too bad at all. Now let's take a look at the other one available to us. So that was rustic. This one is modern. Interesting. You know, just like the classic one for the headquarters, I feel like the rustic graphic designer office, it just has more vibrancy to it, more color. I mean, this is all just black, gray, and white. It is modern. Don't get me wrong, it is quite modern. But I'm not sure if I'll take it or not. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you, it kind of makes sense to go modern versus classic. Just, you know, it is the future, you know what I mean? But we'll think about that one. Let's look at the web development agency here real quick. Ooh, Sky. We'll look at modern first. And I kind of figured it'd be exactly the same. All right, so let's look at Sky. That's an interesting name. Oh. All right. It's the same thing, but with color. Interesting. And it's sky blue. All right. Let's see how much these are. Then we'll get a good idea of how much we need to save. Oh yeah. First we got to actually name these places. So we'll start a new business here for graphic design. And we'll call it BKA Designs LLC. These are my wife's initials. And this is actually a business that she created. So it works perfectly. And I can even do this. So logo color is white. Background's going to be white. Font color is black. We'll do Rubik. And then boom. That'll be our design logo. I mean, I could just get rid of the font, but then it just looks kind of funky. So I'm gonna leave it like that, but there's our graphic designer, and let's do our web design firm. Or web development, excuse me. And we'll call this one BCA Design Essentials. Design Essential, whatever, that works too. Oh, wait. Some of them came up with a really cool name that I should have named Circuit City. I'm going to keep Circuit City. But, I forgot about this until just this moment. Della Digital LLC. I love that name. Kudos. I apologize. I don't recall your name right now, and I could dig in the comments, but thank you. You know who you are. Thank you for that name. Awesome name. Like, super legit name. And he suggested it for, like I said, Circuit City. So if that name, you know, if I hadn't have chosen Circuit City at the time, I would have gone with this had I, you know, obviously known it. It's a very great name. All right, so let's change this logo. And we will go with a white font. Let's do a blue. And then there we go. All right, so we have our two design places here. Now let's take a gander. First BKA. We'll just do modern. So we need $705,400. So I think it's safer to say that we should probably wait a couple days before we actually do this. No, 660. Okay, so we essentially need about 1.4 million for both places at once, which is, that's okay. We could definitely do that. Definitely doable. We'll cancel that for now, and we will figure out next what business should we take over. So all right, so we do have a jewelry store here in Midtown, which we honestly, we could stick with that for now. But what I want to do is look for, I'm gonna look for 1,000 square meter business that I already showed you this one that I could buy out here soon, and once I find one, I'll let you guys know. All right, guys, I have found the location that I want to take over. 38 First Avenue. It's currently a supermarket, but they are only worth $2.5 million. Perfect prime location. Now, what business am I going to do in this neighborhood? I could do a supermarket, but there are, I mean, obviously I'll take over that one, but there's 1, 2, 3 competitors. Now, I could also do a liquor store, but there are 1, 2, 3, 4 competitors for liquor stores. I'm just highlighting jewelry store because I think it is the only one. I could do this. I could take out all the employees. Like, I could close Andy's Diamonds down, but keep the employees and transfer everything over to this location here. Well, that's another one. That's fine. I have $1 million. I could transfer everything to this location here and then obviously add what I need to add. And then turn this into like a fast food place. You know, one of the fast food or other service type jobs. I don't think that's actually a bad idea. I think that opening up a fast food place in a large location might be, I mean, it might not be a bad idea either. I mean, obviously having all 75 would be just amazing. But right now in the onset, I would much rather have the jewelry store take the next 1,000-meter squared spot. So I think that's what we're gonna do. But let's get a few days going here. I don't have much that I can do anyway right now, only having $180,000, considering we just paid, as you obviously know, the IRS. But that's what we're gonna do. I know this has been a lot of looking at the map, but that's our plan. We have a structured plan now. We're going to get the 2 design locations squared away, get them all set and ready to go, and then we will also get the 1,000 square meter building, you know, business, I should say, bought out and cleared out, and then we'll work on Andy's diamonds as well and get that, you know, transferred over. But for now, we are just gonna do a couple days here, and I'll see you once that's over. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have arrived back. It is now Thursday. We're back at the Kingdom office location. We are going to get the blueprints purchased now for both of our design firms. So we're going to go with modern for BKA Designs, $705,400. Yep, I'm totally fine with that. Cool. New order. And then we are going to do the Sky version for Della Digital for $660,305. Now, in the meantime, while we wait for that to happen, well, first off, I need to find a taxi cab because, of course, I decided to take one over here. But one thing I noticed here, this guy is available for an office, which I'm going to rent it. And I'm thinking, what if we do another law firm? Because right now, the current law firm we have super minimal. It is not at all like much of anything. It's in the garment district. It's not making much money at all. In fact, if you want to see it here, Delode Law made $852. We have $1,000 going towards marketing, of course. We made $852, which is like, honestly, nothing. The traffic, I mean, you know, it is what it is here. Yeah, we don't have the full capacity of 10 per hour. That's the other thing too. But I could just get rid of this location because it's in a tiny spot anyway. I think it's in, yeah. Oh, it is 285 square meters. Okay, maybe, okay, hold on. Backing up now. Maybe that's where I'm going wrong. I've not fully fleshed this place out. So I still want to rent that. I'm still going to use it, obviously. But now it's ours. Let's go back to Kingdom Office real quick. And let's just look at what some of the offices for that size look like. What is it again? A D2. So we want a D2 office type for a law firm. Let's look at classic first because I'm more excited about dark. All right. It's not bad. All right. So now let's look at dark. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. I like this. I really like this. This is nice. I think if I were to update it, I would update it into this, to be quite honest. This is just really nice. I like this look. I certainly like the use of the wall separator, like the window separators. All right, so that's something to think about. Let's see how much that would be. So if we want to do deload law, let's just pretend it's tomorrow. We'll do the dark. So 220,000. We could literally afford that right now if we wanted to. We're not going to do it just yet because we don't even have the lawyers for it yet. That's what we'll need to worry about. All right, so now that we have that idea, let's look at Andy's Diamonds here. Their employees. 100%, 100%, 100%. I think they're all 100%. Yeah, they are. Okay, this is why I want to keep them, because they're all 100%. They're good. Now, they do have really awful demands, which are somewhat annoying, but that's okay. We can definitely handle that. Just gonna cross traffic here. That's cool. Trying to see. I can't really see it. Oh well. I was trying to see that statue. Little things like that, I kind of wish we could zoom out a little bit more or get like a better... Like, why can't I tilt the angle of the camera down? So like if I zoom in, which this is as far as I can zoom in apparently, it'd be cool to tilt down and like look forward instead of up like this. In fact, let's just take a look and see if there is options for that. Nope. Doesn't look like it. All right, so I'm going to once again advance the days until we are able to get things taken care of. Though I guess I should do this first before I do that. Let's look at the headhunters here. So let's have Catrice. Let's have her look for programmers. We don't want them to have any of these problems. And then we'll have Alberto Esquivel, if I'm saying that correctly, or Esquivel. We'll have him look for graphic designers. Same thing. Perfect. Boom. Okay. See you guys in just a second. Okay, King Office has installed everything for us. Now let's look at these locations here in terms of how many stations do we have? 5 cleaning stations and... Am I seeing that correctly? 79 stations? 79 stations. Holy crap. That is... What? 79 stations. I'm going to assume that's also the case for the other one, so... Oh, candidates. There we go. We're looking for decent hourly wages here, which looks like everyone's within a decent margin here. I have no idea how many this is. So we're just going to go like this and go like that. We're just going to hire all of them. And then we're going to go like this. Scroll all the way down to here and go boom. 100. We may or may not have hired too many people. We don't care. We don't care. We just don't. All right, so at least we have a whole bunch of HR managers that are available for this. So let's just start assigning them. Wow, that is a ton of employees. Good Lord. All right. So we're gonna tell the headhunters to kind of stop. And you know what's nice about hiring 184 people is that we're gonna have lots of variety when it comes to, you know, the scheduling and whatnot. So I think we'll be okay. Now, next thing we need to do, like I mentioned before, is Andy's diamonds. And you know, I just realized we're kneecapped here at our customer capacity. That's kind of unfortunate. So let's just go ahead and what time do they close? At 8 o'clock? We'll wait till 8 o'clock. Let's run time a little bit here. Let them work a little bit more. Get that full day in, you know. It's 3 o'clock right now. This should be perfect. Another 5 hours gets us right at 8 o'clock. All right. So Andy's Diamonds is now currently closed. We'll just temporarily close the whole thing. And we will take them off the schedule. Just go boop, boop. And then we also need to look at our logistics managers and make sure that the jewelers are no longer sending anything here. Okay. Now, I'm beginning to wonder if I should actually backtrack on one particular thing. And although these are 100% employees, I forgot they have, I mean, I didn't really forget. I mentioned that they have annoying traits, but some of them are just like a bit egregious to me. So let's just, okay, this might seem really messed up, but I am actually going to retract my statement and get rid of all of them. Sorry, guys. Andy's Diamonds is being liquidated. We are going to shut down your business. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. But now we have a location that we can do whatever we want with. So let's look at the Market Insider here in Midtown. Highest demand. Right here. Jewelry. No providers. Absolutely perfect. We want this. So, now that demand is at its highest at the moment, what we can do is wait a few days, buy out that 1,000, square meter location, and then we could probably do something silly like, let's see down here. How many businesses here? 2 business for, okay, that's electronics. Electronics. Tons of businesses doing ice cream. Jeez. Okay, perhaps we might do like a coffee shop or something. Some kind of fast food location. But let's work on getting some money in and purchasing that location where we can open up another diamond store. So I will see you here once we are able to do that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have succeeded. We have purchased this location here. We have just now, obviously, as you can see, temporarily closed it. I've already gotten rid of all the employees. Gone. Awful. Awful setup. Awful everything. We are going to shut down this business, and now we are going to start a new one. And this one is going to be absolutely ridiculous. We are going to call it DDG Jewelry Midtown. Perfect. Start that business up. Now let's change the settings here. We're gonna make it a white logo, font color, white. Perfect. Much better. All right. So now we have to worry about hiring employees for that. But first things first, it's Monday at 10. We should be able to go to Christian Bahood and see what are our blueprint options for the jewelry store. Now this time I am going to take my vehicle and we're just going to take a short drive over there while we discuss what other options we might have in relation to the clothing store that we opened up here in Midtown. So I was thinking, although we're about to do a jewelry store, obviously, I think it might be worth our time at least doing, you know, a little bit of, you know, adding the electronics, the watches, and then maybe just some cheap jewelry. Don't put expensive jewelry in the clothing store, just because I don't want it to saturate, essentially. But I would like to add some kind of jewelry. Get out of my way. Ah. You're a mean truck. Anyway, I don't want to saturate the area with tons and tons of jewelry, obviously. But I would like to add that factor in just because it will increase sales somewhat, and it is believable. It's a real thing that would be inside a department store, so let's get parked here. I think it'd be fun, but let's take a look at the jewelry store space that it can provide. Okay, so oh wait, no, we need to do this. Sorry guys. Retail, M1, jewelry, modern. It's all right. It's not bad. I like this pattern. That's really cool. Interesting. I think I like the modern one better. Let's look at that one more time just to be absolutely certain. Yeah, I like this one better. Cool. All right, let's see how much that is. $814,820. So I think we need to wait just a little bit before we can do that. But we can talk to our headhunters here. And I imagine it's probably going to throw in a bunch of cleaning as well, and that's okay. So let's do customer service. And cleaning. Perfect. All right, so now we can hire those people in. We're still working on training the graphic and web designers, so we can get them placed in their spots, obviously. Once we get that done, however, I think we'll be looking at a pretty slick... Oh, that's funny. It still thinks all that stuff is in there. We're just gonna close that. I think we'll be able to get a pretty slick amount of money coming out of the designers. I don't think it's going to be like huge by any means, but it'll still be something, you know, bringing in, you know, a bit of money. It's got to. The hourly fees are nice. Now, the last time I did any office jobs like this, they did not make much money, and I've mentioned this in past videos. They don't make much money, but that might have changed, and I'm looking forward to seeing whether or not that has changed, because it would be really cool to make it viable. And honestly, again, in just of course I'm lost. Where am I here? Okay, I need to take a left. in a roleplay sense. Oops, now that I'm running into vehicles again, which is really good. It's a really good thing to do, by the way. See? You get more money for it. Anyway, now that I have multiple businesses, now it should be like, what, 22, 23, something like that? It makes sense that you would have an in-house graphic and web design company. I mean, you got to take care of, first off, the websites, all that marketing, etc. Second, you know, the graphics design, all your businesses need to be marketed. So it just makes sense to me. I mean, yeah, I'm not paying, which HoveGuard, just thought of this just now. It would be really cool if not only do your web and graphic design companies generate money, obviously getting clients and whatnot, but it'd be really cool if they could replace marketing, like through city ads and what was it, McCain's? I can never remember. McCain's, yeah. It'd be really cool if you could replace that. Really, really cool. In fact, is that a thing now? Let's see. Nope. Nope, it's not. Oh well, that's okay. But I think it'd be really, really fun to do that. But yeah, I'm gonna advance the day yet again. I know a lot of this has been advancing days and just discussion, but sometimes it happens that way, and just gotta keep pushing forward because it's kind of an interim thing. All right, the installation at the new jewelry store is finished. We've also finally reached 50, well now we're at 54, but 50 million in total net worth. Our weekly income is at 5 million a week. 22 years old. Ridiculous. But our new objective is to reach 100 million in net worth and to actually purchase a building in its entirety, which we could start doing that obviously in the garment district. We have plenty of opportunity with these buildings. I mean, they're not expensive at all. I mean, market value is 9.5 million for this. That's kind of funny, but like some of these are pretty minimalistic. Wow. Well, never mind. They might have changed prices here. I remember. Okay, there we go. I was about to say, I remember around like 3 to 4 million, but here we go. So we have these row houses here essentially. So these must be just more expensive because they're larger, obviously. But I mean, a lot of these we should easily be able to buy, which we could start doing. It's a little bit easier to purchase them than it is to do, you know, I guess it's not necessarily easier. I should say it this way. Investments are functionally easier to do. Real estate is obviously harder to do because of its cost entry, but my point is that it's easier to invest in these buildings in terms of getting like a solid daily return. Now the return is minuscule. You will not make much of anything at all, at least right now. They've definitely not fleshed out real estate at all in this game. But it does directly pay you back. And plus, once you get enough money, like for instance, let's say I want to purchase all the properties, which is what I should do, by the way. I should purchase all the properties that I currently rent so I can reduce my rent costs, because right now it's not very big, but like I pay $1,300 in rent for my private residences. If I go to like, let's say, yeah, let's do Della's Boutique. We pay, where is it? I mean, it's $73. It's not that big a deal, but it's still $73. $73 of our money goes to someone else that owns the building. We want to own that building. So I think when it comes to real estate investing, that's what we'll do. Let's go take a look. I've already done quite a bit of hiring. I've got the, well, it's going to be kind of hard to tell right now, but you can see all these people being trained. But down here, you can see I already got cleaning, customer service, security guards, etc. So we should be set at least for the jewelry store when it's time to open. But let's head to that jewelry store and let's just go take a walk inside of it because I really wanted to see exactly what that looked like. And I think after today's training, I'm just going to start throwing the programmers and the graphic designers in because I really want to get that business started and going. It's time to make some money off them. Ooh. Good thing I'm next to a hospital. Jeez. All right. So this is what the inside looks like. Very nice. And I did notice this. They have a industrial coffee machine and a drinks fridge for some reason, but I don't know if the customers could just walk over and be like, cool, I'm gonna buy this coffee. I guess we'll see, but right now, pretty cool. I like it. I like the added effect with the couches, etc. So the green felt showcases are cheap. Yellow is expensive. And is that enough to cover? No. How funny. Why? 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 So this is why I don't want these here. Just gonna get rid of them. You're literally kneecapping this business. Sorry. Kneecap. Okay, now. Boom. Capacity 75. So that's something I need to look at as well in the other businesses that we did blueprints on, is because I did not realize it was going to start throwing those things in terms of, you know, the retail businesses themselves. Why is that in there? We don't need coffee in the jewelry store. It doesn't make sense. All right. I'm just going to leave my car there and take this taxi cab. And we are going to get these guys going here by, oops. Traveling home and doing our usual spiel here. I think I'm going to stop using blueprints for our next few businesses just because I feel like they're kind of a crutch. Oh crap. I did the wrong thing. Oopsie. It's okay. We'll be okay. First, we're going to do this. All right, programmers. We'll do primary skill. Okay, graphic designers, I guess is what I should do. Let's make sure I didn't have anybody checked there. Boom. All right, first off, let's assign your business. There you are. So now we need to assign your uniform. And we'll do, let's call it graphics. They can be kind of relaxed, honestly. I mean, it's not a customer facing position. Just let them wear jeans. I think that looks a lot better than office uniforms. All right. So first things first, let's go to BKA Designs. Let's get this schedule done. I will get this done and then show you what it looks like afterward. Okay, schedule is now done. Everyone is taken care of. I had to fire, obviously, the residuals. I also did the same thing for BKA Designs as well, as you can see here, which is all said and good. So all the part-timers are good, all the full-timers are good, everything is good to go there. Now, for the pricing on this stuff, so let's look at our inventory and pricing. So our hourly graphic designer fee is 115. We are obviously in Midtown, so I'm going to make this 160. Let's just add another $45. That should be okay. And then for the web development agency, also 115. We'll just do another 160. We'll see what happens there. Okay, good. That's good. At least that's not handicapping. Wait, building limit 50? Oh, right. Yeah, dumb. I'm thinking retail spaces. Oopsie. No, we're good there. Everything's good. Okay, so I'm just gonna, screw it. Open them up. Might as well. Just get them going. Let them start making money now. It is hopefully outside business hours. That's too bad. So I'll have to wait until maybe, let's see what their hours are. City ads over here. No, that's city workforce. Where is it? I know you're around here somewhere. Okay, they open at 8 o'clock on Monday. 8 o'clock Monday. All right. Guess we're waiting till Monday for that. But at least we got that going. Let's... I'll see you in a second after we get to Monday. Okay. So we're actually on Wednesday. I wanted to do a couple days just to see how well they would do the obviously the web design and graphic design. So first off, web design, $46,000 of revenue from the hourly programmer fee. However, salaries and marketing and rent took us down another $26,000. Hence, we only made $19,631 in profit. Now, the graphic design firm made $27,000. Still had $26,000 of outgoing expenses, but hey, they did better. But hey, it's something. Unfortunately, we're getting slammed on Mondays by negative interest rates. Now, I've even I just didn't do it this time just because I would keep getting hit by it no matter what for some reason. But I tried putting in money for investments, which I don't understand why I took it out, but I don't understand why it didn't do anything. It just still ended up getting negative interest rates, and that's a huge negative interest rate amount. It's really killing me on Mondays, but whatever. We'll figure out what to do with that in the future here. Now, we've got our two office businesses set up. We still have this retail space that we are going to turn into some kind of fast food location. We have the jewelry store good to go via the blueprint, and we do have our, there we go, all the people training up right now for that. So I think this is actually going to be a good place to stop. I think I'm going to save the jewelry store for the next video, and then obviously we're going to do the fast food location. We're not blueprinting that one. We're going to just get it good and done on our own. And we're also going to look at opening up the other type of fast food place, be it if we do, coffee at the current retail location, or if we do burgers or, etc. One or the other, whichever one we don't do, we'll also do just to get it in there. And then we'll think about how we're going to approach real estate investing. I think that's probably going to be the best to move on to next, aside from making new businesses and taking other businesses over, of course. But for instance, We're sitting at 5.7 million, huh? Let's look at... No, I didn't want to do that. Let's look at, first off that, and then open that. So too rich for us, unfortunately. So what about this one? Still too rich. Okay, what about this one? 3.8 million market value. Let's purchase the building. Or wait, no, before I do that, can I purchase any of my buildings? No. No. Definitely no. Oh my god. Nope. I can't even purchase my warehouses. Oh, jeez. 7.2 million. All right, you know, maybe we'll put that in the back burner. We'll save that for the next video. But thank you so much, guys, for watching. I really do appreciate everything you guys are doing. You're commenting, subscribing, you're liking the videos. I really appreciate it. One thing I haven't mentioned was sharing the videos too. If you guys really think it's a cool video series that I'm doing, I would love for you guys to share it out there in the world. I would love to bring in more people and just, you know, increase our community. We are now a gaming community, all of us together. So I would love to get that support, but I still, no matter what, I super appreciate the support you guys have given me. I am absolutely floored by the response, to be quite honest. I did not think I'd get to this point so far. So thanks again, guys. And as always, I will see you guys on the next one. Take care. Bye.